Goodness, I hate coming on here and having my hair look ridiculous. But yeah, someone out there is probably going to find this information useful, and if I have to look ridiculous, that's fine. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. To all the new people tuning in, hi, I'm Melissa, and this is basically going to be a quick lock update for some stuff that I've kind of been experimenting with over the last couple of weeks. Today is going to be a really chill video, which seems to be the theme for a lot of my videos lately, and yes, I know I have been wearing these little tank top things for a lot of my videos, but it's hot in the Bahamas these weeks, and the longest and hottest day of the summer just kind of was earlier last week, and we kind of are still feeling the effects of that. So yeah, super chill video today. What I'm talking about today is basically what I have learned in changing my wash routine a little bit just to see what would happen. And it kind of stemmed from the whole coconut oil sensitivity video, and I thought I would show you guys or tell you guys about what I had learned in the middle of my experiment. As you can see, my hair is in the process of having me fiddle with it, and I want to show you real quick. Hold on, let me turn on autofocus so you can see what I'm talking about. If you notice, gosh, this is going to be really hard to get. Okay, if you notice with my ends, they're very loose and curly kind of thing, but some of them are still kind of tight. And basically what had happened was when I shot that video about my coconut oil sensitivity, what was going on was my scalp and my hair was feeling a little bit dry, and I know normally I would dampen my hair and just kind of apply a light layer of oil to my locks and my scalp to just kind of keep things moisturized and stuff like that, just to keep things from feeling too crunchy and too dry and stuff like that. So it was something I was used to doing. I don't always use coconut oil. I use coconut oil hair greases or stuff like that, or conditioners and things like that, but this was the first time I had used organic cold pressed coconut oil when it came to my scalp in a long time. And initially when I had posted a video about my seborrheic dermatitis, I thought that it was initially just the dermatitis that was causing all the itching, the flaking, the scratching on my scalp, but I do remember around that time that I had applied coconut oil to my scalp to kind of alleviate some of the dryness and stuff, and that only, and at the time I was really heavily stressed, so I thought it was the stress that was kind of causing things to be exacerbated a lot more, as well as the sweating and the heat and the stuff that was going on, because this was summertime last year when it happened. So that's initially what I thought the problem was. So I'm going to start like fixing up my hair as I'm doing this video so you don't have to stare at this the entire time. So basically what had happened was I had to cut out oil from my hair regimen for a little while, and that meant grease, that meant like olive oil, that meant coconut oil, that meant everything. So I was pretty much relying and depending on my conditioner to offer moisturization to my hair, which I was not entirely used to. I was always used to applying something to like my scalp and my ends to just kind of seal in moisture and stuff like that, but since I couldn't do that, I pretty much just had to deal with it. Fast forward to a few weeks ago where I posted that video about coconut oil sensitivity. I was experiencing the dryness again on my hair, but I wasn't dealing with like an itchy scalp or anything from the dermatitis. And I didn't have any olive oil, so I used the coconut oil I had on hand that I've been using to kind of moisturize my skin. I've been having a couple of issues with like rash and stuff, so I've been using coconut oil with a few drops of tea tree in it, just to kind of soothe things from the external side of things when it came to my skin. And that seemed to be working beautifully, so I figured if it works so well on my skin, I can use it on my scalp and in my hair, since it's not such a big, it shouldn't have been such a big deal, or so I thought. So I went ahead one Sunday and I basically did what I normally do, which is I applied some lightly to my scalp just to keep things from being super dry, and then I applied it to my hands and then run it through the rest of my locks just to kind of seal in the moisture from the water I'd sprayed on it like I normally do, and went on with my day. Everything was going fine until I think around 9-10 o'clock, when it was about time for me to go to bed, when my scalp kind of felt a little bit itchy, so I'm busy thinking, okay, maybe I didn't, maybe I didn't wash my hair properly, or maybe I got something on my hands or something. So, you know, after a couple of minutes, it'll stop, it'll go away, right? It didn't. As the night went on, it just got worse and worse to the point where I couldn't sleep. I could barely sleep because my hair and my scalp felt like it was on fire. It was ridiculous, guys. And I was trying to figure out why, what happened, what's going on. And when I got up that morning, it was so bad. Like before I even left for work in the morning, I had to literally wash everything out of my hair, everything. I had to wash my hair and I had to get to my scalp really good. So I couldn't braid and band my hair because that's how bad the itch was. Like I was absolutely desperate to get at my scalp, okay? So after an intense washing and scrubbing session, um, I finally got my scalp to feel like it was being soothed and stuff like that. And I put my hair in two braids, kind of like how I have here, just to keep things from hauling up too badly and stuff like that. And I went on with my day, and I thought everything was going to be good. I came back home, and my scalp was still a little bit itchy, so I had to go through another series of washing just to kind of alleviate that. And I think what it was that in the warmer temperatures, the coconut oil had more of a chance to spread throughout the scalp and stuff like that. And in the air-conditioned office where I was in, because they normally have the AC turned to about 70, which is fairly cold for me anyway, that the sweat and the coconut oil and stuff didn't have a real chance to interact with each other and hang out and just do what they were doing the night before and cause all the irritation and stuff. So yeah, when I got home, it started to itch again, and it wasn't as bad, but I felt like it would have been best for me to wash my hair again. So again, I washed my hair without the braiding and banding, just to be able to get to the scalp really, really well. And I don't think I braided my hair down at that point. And what I noticed the next day, once I had everything kind of sorted out and was trying to get my hair ready in the morning, I noticed my hair looked a lot shorter, which just kind of confirms the whole fact that not braiding and banding like your Microlocs or sister locks and stuff like that will cause your hair to haul up. I think Joyce MD kind of has a couple of videos that attest to that where she started her Microlocs herself, and then she didn't braid and band. Her hair was, I think, almost bra strap length or armpit length or something like that, and she didn't braid and band it. And then her length went up to about around her ears or something like that. So it's good to know that braiding and banding actually does have a point, aside from, you know, making it harder to get to your scalp to wash it. Like, it actually does help maintain the length of your hair when you're washing it. And I thought that was really interesting to see. The only thing is, I think I might still wash my hair without the braiding and banding method every so often, like maybe once every 2 months or something, just to really get at my scalp if I feel like I'm not really getting what it needs, kind of thing going on. So I think I'll be doing that every so often just to make sure things are moving forward. I will not be using coconut oil on my scalp anymore in the future. Clearly my scalp doesn't like it, and I'm not going to be doing anything to my scalp and my hair that will be irritating to my body. I don't want to do that. It just seems like a bad idea, so I'm just not going to do it. So no more coconut oil moving forward for my hair. And I noticed for the past, I think it was 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, I haven't been applying any oils or anything to my scalp, but my scalp isn't itching. So what that's telling me at the moment, based on the information I have, is that my scalp just needs to be clean, and it just needs to be able to breathe. That's the most important thing that I'm getting from all this, that my scalp gets really irritated when it's dirty or it's overly dry. Now I'm just going to need to find like an alternative oil or something, maybe go back to olive oil and see if that works for my scalp for the days where I'm feeling really, really dry. And I have to go back and kind of moisturize and stuff. But I'm not entirely sure at this point. I'm having to relearn my hair with every time I start a new lock journey, because things kind of, for every set of locks there's a different set of rules that you have to follow when it comes to maintaining them properly so that they turn out correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because like when it came to traditional locks it was not over twisting, and for interlocks it's not over interlocking, but in the in-between, um, when you have traditional locks, it's okay not to braid and band your hair. That's only something specific for like sister locks and microlocks and stuff like that, just to keep the length. Um, but yeah, so far the journey's been going well. I have been suffering from hand and hair syndrome because since I've started my micro locks and everything like that, probably because they're so much softer than my first set of locks. And I don't know why. I've been kind of feeling the urge to start my locks over just to make sure the parts are all the same, they're all even and stuff like that, which is weird because with my first set of locks, they weren't all the same size. The parts weren't all perfect. But for some reason, I think it's because I'm having a bit of lock envy with some of my fellow YouTubers who have their micro locks and their sister locks and stuff like that, and their parts are really neat and they have this really precise grid. I'm seeing them a whole lot lately, and it's kind of like, oh, I want that kind of moment, but I don't really need it. I guess it's kind of like a feeling of keeping up with the Joneses meets lock envy kind of thing, which is weird because I'm not entirely used to that. Another thing I kind of noticed about myself when it came to my locks was that I have this whole complex going on where I am looking at other people's length and I'm like, oh, I can remember when my hair was that long, or oh man, I wish my hair was still that long, or oh, my hair's longer than yours because this, that, and the next thing, but it's hauled up, or your hair shrinks when you manipulate it and put it into braids and stuff, which is really silly to be thinking these kinds of things because everyone's hair is different, everyone's in a different stage in their lock journeys and stuff like that, so comparison is the thief of joy, okay? That is basically what I am learning in that particular part of my lock journey, and I'm not interested in being the miserable maid when it comes to this kind of stuff and just like doing the comparisons and feeling some type of way because someone else's hair is longer than mine. So that kind of thing has been going on recently. So yeah, just to recap, this video is almost 13 minutes long. Holy crap. Yeah, basics of what I've learned. Braiding and banding is actually useful. I'm going to be going back to that. I cannot use coconut oil because my scalp hates it. Not oiling my scalp will not kill me, so that's good to know. Lock envy and length envy is stupid, at least for me, because envying someone for something they have just because they have it is never a constructive thing. Like admiring someone for some ability they have, or the fact that they have really beautiful hair, is always good. Like admiration is good, envy is bad. That's what I have to keep reminding myself of in this whole lock journey thing. So yeah, that is today's video. I hope you guys found this information useful. Sorry, my hair still looks kind of jank at the end of this video. I was kind of hoping I'd be done by the time I was filming. By the time I was done filming, excuse me. But yeah, I'm gonna finish all this and basically just do the 2-strand twisting at the end just to keep things looking neat and from looking kind of dry and crispy. And retwisting the loose hairs around the bases of my locks, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you have any of these similar issues in the comments below, or if you have any questions about what I've been doing with my hair that I haven't answered yet. Those are always useful. I want to be able to answer people's questions and help in any way I can, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.